Morning, Miss Mac. How are you?
Morning, Mr. Hampson. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Did you have a nice weekend?
I did. I had a lovely weekend, and I enjoyed last Friday as well when it was beautiful sunny weather. So hopefully this week we'll have some other sunny days.
Perfect. Well, we've got a brand new week of learning to tell the children all about. But first, what a fantastic week it was last week, hey?
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. I really, really enjoyed seeing how you all decided to present your letters, your formal letters. They were a little bit challenging, I thought, but actually you all rose to that and they were brilliant. You really managed to capture that tone of the government official writing a formal letter. So well done.
When I was reading them, I could really imagine some of the children reading them. And the maths work on the angles was great too. And, they're going to need that this week, aren't they?
Absolutely. We're going to carry on building on that learning with some more geometry this week. So hopefully you'll all enjoy that, because I know lots of you are enjoying looking at angles.
Yeah. And then did you get some lovely artwork from your children?
Absolutely. I think it was lovely to see all of their learning over the past few weeks coming together with their artwork. So well done.
Yeah, there were some great pieces. So fantastic. They've got lots to look forward to this week, haven't they? Including Absolutely. Internet Safety Day. So they really need to have a look out for that. Yeah. Shall we have a look on the overview and show them what they've got coming up?
Yeah, let's see what else is up this week then, Mr. Hampson.
Okay, so children, you should now be able to see our overview for this week. And Miss Mac, you are in the top corner of the screen with me. And would you like to go through Monday for us?
Okay, well, Monday we're going to carry on with looking actually in our writing at evacuee experiences. So building on the history we did last week, we're going to carry on looking at this week, and actually we're going to create an evacuee profile on Monday to inform our writing for the rest of the week. So this week we are writing as an evacuee, writing a letter back home. So so you'll be creating that profile of an evacuee in your writing on Monday, using all of the sources and interviews, memories that we've looked at over the last couple of weeks in book talk, history and writing, and then building that all together to create this profile. You can also use some of the book talk from Monday, where we'll be watching a clip from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, the next clip after the scene we watched the other week in the Blitz, when the children are being evacuated, so at the train station. In maths, as Mr. Hampson said, we're going to carry on with our geometry this week, and we're looking at calculating angles in triangles. Again, I love geometry, so this is a real favourite of mine. And then in history, the curriculum subject, you'll be looking at the changes that happened to people's lives, everyday people's lives during World War II. So everyday people, everyone was impacted by World War II. And you're going to look at some of the public government campaigns that had a massive impact and changed people's lives.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Max. So there's lots to do on Monday that really sets the children up for the week. So moving on to Tuesday, again, you've got an extract from Goodnight, Mr. Tom. And I know that the children that have been in school, we've been reading that as well, and they've really enjoyed that. So this one is again when Willie is evacuated and talks about his experiences there.
Use some of those. Sorry, Miss Hampson, just jump in. You can definitely use some of those to inform your writing as well.
Yeah,
some of the things brilliant. He sees, new experiences. So bear that in mind.
And then with the writing, you're going to do your plan for your letter. So as Miss Max says, you are now the evacuee writing home, and you can use that book talk video and the book talk from Goodnight, Mr. Tom to really help you plan out your letter. Okay. In maths, you'll be moving on to different triangles. And there's a song that you can have a go at on Tuesday morning. I really enjoyed finding that one for you to do this week. And then this is really important. Tuesday, it is Internet Safety Day. And on BBC at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, okay, there is a live lesson. And I'd really, really encourage you to take part in that live lesson with everybody else around the country. Okay, it'll be really exciting. There's a link there, and I'm pretty certain that that's the actual link to the lesson. But if it's not, please do just search on Google for BBC Live Lesson Internet Safety Day, and you'll find that 11 o'clock Tuesday. Okay, moving on with that, after you've done the live lesson, hopefully, you're going to look at There's a quiz that you can do with people at home about staying safe online. Then there's a few scenarios that I'd like you to look at, and that's really to get you to think about what you would do in certain situations online. And I'm sure that you'll be able to relate to some of those already. And then finally, I'd like you to think about your digital footprint. Now, that's something that you might not be aware of, but something that is recorded about everything you do online. And online is your Xboxes, your PlayStations, your phones, your tablets, your computers, anything that uses the internet. So it really will bring that to your attention, because you don't want that to come back and get you in the future. So you really need to be aware of that. So yeah, lots to do with Internet Safety Day. And that is Tuesday. What's happening on Wednesday, Miss Mac?
Well, on Wednesday, you're going to be writing your letter. So using the writer's toolkit and your plan. Remember, look back at your plan, always really important, to help you to focus each of your paragraphs and write that letter. Now, there'll be some questions in the letter from your mother you'll be looking at on Tuesday you'll need to be responding to. So really keep those at the forefront of your mind. Our book talk on Wednesday is another really iconic text that, you know, some of your parents might have even read when they were at school, called Carrie's War. It's about a little girl called Carrie and her brother who were evacuated to Wales. And again, so you can build and use this experience to inform your writing again today. In our maths, we're going to be looking at calculating angles in quadrilaterals. So thinking back to your learning a couple of weeks ago, what's a quadrilateral, and thinking about how we can build on all the learning we've done over the past 2 weeks on angles to look at angles in quadrilaterals. And then in the afternoon, we'll have some PE, and we're going to build on all of the fitness that we've been doing. We've been actually doing that for the last two half terms, really. And you are then going to use your circuit that you designed, and once for the final time for this half term, measure your 4 exercises and see if you've improved, and record these on your line graph as well.
Yeah, so hopefully you've been tracking your progress. And I know that's something that I've been doing this week. I've been out bike riding 3 times, Miss Mac. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe that. Well done.
Yeah, I know. But you know, all this sitting around, can't go out and things like that, I decided that I was a little bit too heavy. Anyway, moving on to Thursday. The book talk that you are doing on Thursday links back to our Safer Internet Day. And it's an extract or a website from Childline. And I'd like you to have a read through, and it focuses on fake news and making sure that your sources that you get your information from online are valid, and how people might try and spread fake news. And then also about scams and phishing online. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have a good read of the website, and there's lots of information on there as well after you've done the questions that you might want to have a look at.
Can I jump in, Mr. Hampson, there? Because actually looking at fake news and thinking about sources of information really links back to the history that we've been doing, and thinking about understanding where a source comes from, why it's been produced, and you know, why does it then have that message? Why is it positive? Or so I think that hopefully will all come together, and people will be able to see how we can apply that to the news that we see every day as well.
Yeah. And then in your writing on Thursday, you will have written your letter home to your family from your evacuation location. And you are going to be proofreading and editing, just like we do with every piece of writing, to check that you've had the impact on the reader that you intended. Okay, go back to your toolkit, look at your spelling, your grammar, your punctuation, and then on Thursday afternoon, if you fancy, or Flexible Friday, certainly, you're going to be publishing your letter. And we saw some fantastic published letters last week, the government letters, and it was really nice to see the effort that you'd gone to, some with your tea staining, some with your chosen fonts that made it look official. Some people have put government logos on. So just having those, real life looking letters really, finishes off the writing process. Maths. To move on to the last piece with our angles, it's regular polygons. And in this lesson, you're going to first of all look at what is a regular polygon, and what is an irregular polygon. Okay, so there's a BBC bite-sized link that you can have a look at for that. And then it's all about making triangles in your polygons, because you already know what the angles in a triangle equal. Okay, so once you've got that information, you can put all your learning from the week together, and that will help you calculate the angles in your polygons. And then in the afternoon, it's the next piece of art, and Mrs. Hattrick has filmed the video for you again this week, and you're looking at Winston Churchill. Now, he is such an iconic figure in our country, Prime Minister during the war, and you're going to be creating a portrait of him using your tones that you've been working on, and your textures and contrasts and things like that. All right, so enjoy your art on Thursday afternoon. And if you don't get time, you can move that over to Flexible Friday as well. You're excited about those, Miss Mac?
Yeah, I think they look absolutely fantastic. And do you know what? I think I might have a go as well. So I will try and share my efforts with you so you can see what I've been doing too. Because I think the portrait and using a mark making for tone and contrast is really, really exciting. And
I can't wait to see that, Miss Mac. And just so that everybody knows, we will tweet Miss Mac's effort out on Friday afternoon next week. And I will make sure that that happens. So thank you for that, Miss Mac. On Friday, as always, guys, we'd like you to plan your time independently, thinking about all the work that you've done over the last week. And because it's the last week of the half term, you can think back to the whole half term's learning. And if there's anything that's been niggling away and you've had that idea and you've not quite had time, use this Friday to take the opportunity to do that learning. And we really do want you to send that in so that we can see it and celebrate it. There's also the chance to publish your writing, like I've said. And then, as always, you've got your reading, which is really important, 20 minutes a day, dear time on Flexible Friday. And then you've got your times table facts and your division facts to keep practicing too. So there we go. That's an overview of this week. Let me just go back to our full screen, Miss Mac, and then we will say goodbye to the children. Okay, Miss Mac, so we're back on our split screen, and hopefully this week it is the correct way round. Children, just to let you know that it is half term next week, and we want you to have a rest. Make sure that you get outside and you do something that you haven't been able to do recently. I don't know, the weather might be good, hopefully. All your learning for the first week back, I'm afraid it will be home learning at the moment. So please do come back to us on the Monday and check in, and we will make sure that your learning is uploaded on Padlet. So there we go. And I just realized I said all of that towards you, Miss Mac, but I was actually talking to the children. Never mind.
And I will direct this to the children. We are so proud of all the learning you've been doing. So proud. And we love seeing all the work coming in. I've been telling children and parents and the other teachers, it makes my day to see your learning, and Mrs. Hampson's and Mrs. Hattrick and Mrs. Klein. So please keep sending it in. Please keep sharing with us, and have a fantastic half-term break. You have worked so hard and you really deserve that break. So well done to you all.
There we go. Right. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Mac.
Bye, Mr. Hampson.